Alright, today's day 143 of posting our daily orders until we hit 5 figures. There weren't any orders today, but I'm sure you can tell by today's title, the video is going to be a little different. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. Towards the end of last week, we got a order for some old EXs and some old level X's. Go ahead and put them up on the screen as well as the order. Now the guy over on TikTok wanted me to give him my number just in pictures, which I should have taken as a red flag right there. And then a couple days after I shipped out the order and it got delivered, I was out on the lake with some family doing some fishing. And I opened my phone and I see I got 3 missed calls as well as some messages, which I'll put up on the screen as well. Messages read, "You need to answer the phone right this fucking second. I'm this close to calling the cops. Why is my package empty, motherfucker? I gave your fucking ass $150. Where's my shit? You have until 7 p.m. to give me an answer, or I'm making a police report, and I can promise you I will win, so don't fuck with me, motherfucker." Second red flag right there. So I respond with, "Hey man, I'm out with some family right now. The package was definitely not empty. I posted the video of packaging. Plus I sent a picture of the package and label. I certainly hope you're not trying a scam here." I'll go ahead and put up the picture that I sent to him with the label. I'll go ahead and blur out his address and stuff. And then he sent me a video and a text that reads, "I got my package with a fucking hole in it, so when I get out of work, I'm calling 911. Have fun with your family, you piece of shit." I'll go ahead and put up the video here. I can't show all of it because it does show his address and stuff, but I will show the hole in the package.
Motherfucker, you think I'm fucking lying, yo? You think I'm fucking lying? Look at my fucking package. Look how I got my fucking package, you piece of shit. Look at this shit. It's fucking ripped open. I'm calling the fucking cops.
And then after watching the video, of course, really, dude? Who shot the back of your package with a fucking 50 cal? Like, what? Why is there a fist-sized hole in it? Actually, hold on. Like, my friend, if I really wanted to take the cards, you seriously think I would put a fist-sized hole in here? Pretty sure I actually might be able to fit my entire face in this. Really, bro? Well, at this point, after seeing the 50 cal sized hole in the back of his package, I already got to get pretty suspicious of this guy. So I respond with, USPS wouldn't even ship it if it was like that, which USPS does pick up damaged packages, but they also wrap them in a little plastic baggie that says "We care" if they do pick it up. This, however, as you saw, had a face-sized hole in the back of it, so I'm pretty sure my mailman would have just left it in my mailbox with a note that says repackage or something. So he responds with, "Okay, well, I have a Ring camera, so when I get home, I'll be calling the police and showing them the footage." I'll go ahead and put all the messages up as well as I read them. So I'll respond with, "Okay, well, unfortunately, I know for a fact on my end the package was not damaged. I would also like to see that footage if possible. Also, USPS typically wraps a plastic We Care covering over a package that has slight package damage. This, on the other hand, is complete package damage to the point where USPS would not have accepted it from me. I certainly hope you're not trying a scam, and I apologize if it was a carrier issue, but I know for a fact that damage wasn't done on my end. Only thing I can do is file an appeal with USPS, and that's only if they have it marked as damage." Then his next message is, "I'm currently on my way home. I'm going to have my landlord send the footage because it shows the delivery driver dropping off the package, and then no one touched it until I opened my mailbox. So if USPS says they got it like this, we're going to have an issue. I'm going to need a full refund unless they somehow can find what I am missing." Keep that in mind. He said that no one touched it after the delivery driver dropped it off until he went and opened the mailbox. And then I respond with, again, "Well, as I said before, if the package was in that condition when I put it in my mailbox for shipping, then they wouldn't have even taken it. In the meantime, keep me posted on the footage." To which he responds, "That's actually not true. When it's shipped by a third party, they have to deliver the package no matter what. But I got you. As soon as I get the footage, I'm sending to you, USPS customer service and the authorities." And them picking up the damaged package thing is sort of true, but in that damaged state, I'm not even sure a mailman would bother to pick it up. So I say, good to know. Also, if the package was that damaged, they would have wrapped it in their We Care bag as well. And I'm sure you already know this, but refund scams are considered fraud, so hopefully you're not trying to scam. So if for some reason the mailman did happen to pick it up as well, USPS wraps any damaged package in a plastic bag that says "We Care" on it. Even if the mailman did pick up the package, with that amount of damage on it, USPS would have put their "We Care" package or plastic packaging over it. I guess somehow the "We Care" packaging never got put on it. And then he responds with, "I don't know what you're trying to imply, but no one is trying to scam. I'm fucking pissed off. I'll give your ass $150 and I got an empty package in the fucking mail. So as soon as I get the video, you'll see I'm not the one scamming you, asshole." To which I say, not trying to imply anything, simply stating the facts. But trying a refund scam is indeed fraud. And if you're not trying to scam, I do apologize, but given the situation, caution is necessary. He sends me the doorbell footage, which I'll put here. It's like 3 minutes and something seconds, so I'm not going to show all of it here. I'm trying to keep the video pretty short, but I will show where the delivery driver drops it off and then the package in a couple minutes after that. And then after he sends the video, he says, "As you can see in the video, no one tampered with the package after it was delivered, so that means it was shipped like that. Keep that in mind, the package wasn't even in the mailbox to begin with." And then he says, "And to finish the fraud claim through USPS, I'm going to need all of this information from you, and if you don't, I will be forced to take this video and the receipts to the local authorities." Another red flag right there. And then he sends a screenshot of a missing contents claim, which I'll put up here as well, which isn't a fraud claim. So I don't really know what bro's talking about. And then he says, "In the video, you see my grandpa pick it up and put it in the mailbox. And then as I was leaving for work, I opened the mailbox and found the empty package, tore, open, and empty. I can see you read my message, and if you don't want to respond, that's fine. But no, I will be going down to the station tomorrow after work." Another red flag right there. And earlier, if you remember, he said that the package was left after the delivery driver dropped it off. It was in the mailbox until he went out to get it. Now he's saying in the video, you can see his grandpa pick it up and put it in the mailbox, which in the video as well is, I guess that's his grandpa picking up the package, doesn't ever even take it to the mailbox, walks back inside, and the package is never brought back outside. So after his last message, I respond, "If I'm not mistaken, you said the package wasn't touched until you opened the mailbox, which, as you stated, wasn't the case with your grandpa putting it in the mailbox after delivery. Also, when the package was delivered to the porch, it appeared it was in perfect condition. You're also threatening me with the authorities while showing a fake fraud claim. Given the facts of the situation, I do believe you're trying a scam, and I will not be issuing a refund. And if you do wish to dispute the transaction, I recommend contacting your bank." Then he responds with, "Okay, you have left me no choice. I'm going to the police, and I'm going to have to give them all of your information I have available. Me and my mother will be pressing charges because this is unacceptable, so if you decide to change your mind and want to give me your information so I can file this claim through USPS, then we can do that, but if not, you will be hearing from me very shortly. I can promise you that." Then he says, "As you can see, I was trying to do this the right way, but you left me absolutely no other choices." Right way, brother, what do you mean? It's been nothing but red flags and holes in your story from the very beginning. That's why I chose not to issue you a refund. Then he says, "So again, no one is scamming, but like I said, I'm going to the police the first chance I get tomorrow, so you have until then to give the necessary information." And then I respond, "If you wish to file a missing contents claim, you have all the information you need on the shipping label," which is true. All of my return stuff and all of the contact information is on the front of the shipping label, which you would have known if you paid any sort of attention whatsoever. If you wish to go to the police, that is completely your decision. But as I said, to dispute the transaction, your bank would be the one to contact, which is completely true. If he wants to dispute the claim or claim it was fraud, go to your bank. That's most likely what your local police is going to tell you as well. Then he says, I'm going to need your last name and email address and the initial of your middle name. No, that's not what you need. I'll put up the screenshot again for the missing contents claim. Those are not required, and I wouldn't be giving you that either way. He says, I actually do need it. Any box with that star is necessary information. This again is going to show how much attention he pays. Everything he asked for, besides the last name, is not starred. The email address and the initial of my middle name. And he has my last name, but he didn't pay attention to that, or at least the initial of it. And then he says, so again, can you please send me your email address and last name and initial? I respond with, again, neither of those are required, just as you stated, the required ones have a star, which the middle initial and email do not have, making them not required. He then responds with, I still need your full last name, not the initial, which isn't true. USPS will just accept an initial as the last name. To which I say, the A for my last name is accepted by USPS. Which since then, which was on the 9th, I haven't got a response back, so I assume that he stopped trying to pull off his little refund scam. Anyone selling any cards or really selling anything, be on the lookout for this guy. I don't condone anybody DMing this guy with any hate or spamming him in any way whatsoever. Don't do that at all. I want to say be on the lookout for that guy if you're selling any cards or selling anything like that. And before I wrap up the video, I did make this guy a code over on the website for 10% off his next order, which I have since then canceled. So for the next 2 weeks, I will have any order you place, doesn't matter if it's your first order, second order, third order, any order you place on the website for the next 2 weeks will be automatically marked 10% off. So if you want to check out anything on the website, maybe our 4 for $1 section, we'll get some singles on there as well soon. We sold out the other day, but you can head over to tcgshop.org. That's basically it for today. Watch out for scammers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.